So the next topic we have is resilience and stress management, and Janine will be covering that. So for the first question, how can challenges or failures become opportunities for personal growth and self-development?
So, different challenges can allow you to see where you're falling short. So, with what Nicole said with like studying habits, for example, if you're not doing as well on a test as you think you should have, that tells you that maybe you're not studying the right way. So, I think it's really important, as much as it's important to highlight your successes and be proud of the things that you're doing, also to identify your weaknesses because those are just as important. Because if you don't address those, then you're not going to continue to progress. And so I know I, in my experience, have found better study methods that maybe didn't work in high school but work now, or vice versa. So just finding those weaknesses and addressing them as soon as possible so that you can have success in the future.
Definitely. Next question is, what are some early signs that stress is becoming unhealthy, and how can students recognize them in themselves?
I think the biggest one that I've seen among my peers was getting sick. Like a common cold that you would think is just like the flu can be your body reacting to all the stress that you're putting on it. And college is hard. So, like, you're going to get stressed, you're going to get overwhelmed, but just you know yourself best. You know when like something's off, if you're not sleeping enough, if you're getting sick, maybe you're feeling more anxious than normal. And the best way to address it is just to take yourself out of the situation for a second, maybe go for a walk or sometimes like leave campus and just remember like there is life outside of school and your studies, and as much as it is important to continue to work towards whatever you're trying to achieve, you're also more than just like your grades. And I think it's really important to keep reminding yourself that because it's hard when you're on a campus especially.
I definitely agree. Thank you. The next question is, when facing a major setback, what mindset or actions can help someone move forward productively?
This is like kind of piggybacking on what I said, but just like taking yourself out of the situation, and also just trying to be as positive as possible. Like sometimes it's hard, like if you're not doing as great as you want to be doing, but just putting like one foot in front of the other and making like teeny bits of progress. And also, time management also kind of comes into this as well because if you're able to structure out your days and structure out the things that you need to do, you'll be able to measure your progress more efficiently, and that can also motivate you to keep going.
100%. And lastly, what role does self-care play in long-term academic success? And how can students make that a priority during busy periods?
Self care in college is very important, but it can be very difficult, especially around final season when it's just like everything happening at once and you're grinding for hours on end. Like Kareen said, all nighters left and right. Like it's hard. So self care is very important. There's also like super small ways. Like it doesn't always have to be like a grand spa day. It can just be taking a walk or like having 5 minutes to yourself. Also, study breaks and like distributive practice actually help you memorize things better. So just like making sure you're taking little moments for yourself and just clearing your head so that the information that you're trying to absorb actually sticks.
Yeah, definitely. Taking care of yourself is just as important as taking care of your education for sure. Thank you.